How you doing, guys? This is Chris Savarese from Savarese Jiu-Jitsu here. I just wanted to touch on some things that after class last night, my students and I were having like this conversation about what to say to white belts to like try to make them feel better. So I wanted to just make a quick video to like try to help out some guys and answer some questions and stuff. When you are a white belt, okay, you normally join a school for the reason that like you want to learn self-defense, or you just saw it on TV, maybe you watched the UFC, or you like Bruce Lee movies, or whatever it is, and you thought it was cool, and martial arts are always something you wanted to try. Okay, if you did that, okay, I'm hoping you did some research and found a good school, and like you checked the lineage to make sure it goes back to the Gracie family. And if you're doing jiu-jitsu, I hope you understand that like this isn't like you're going to take a pill and be like very good at this like the Matrix and be good at it in 2 months. Okay, this is going to be, it's going to take a little bit before like you really start getting it. I always tell guys for like the first 3 months, you're going to be looking at like your instructor going, wow, I'm never going to get this. This is so much information. We've all been there. The best jiu-jitsu player in the world, all the best jiu-jitsu practitioners have been there too. Okay, the beginning is very hard. It's very confusing, okay? After you start seeing things the first time, when you start to see them again, everything becomes a lot easier and things start coming more into focus. I like to tell my guys it's like a totem pole, and like right now you're at the bottom of the totem pole. In 6 months, like, when new guys are coming in, those are the guys you're going to be able to practice on, and they're going to be you, okay? The best advice I can give to white belts is, one, listen to your instructor, okay? Nobody's going to know you better than your instructor, okay? Since the invention of YouTube, which I'm putting this video on, people love to watch videos, and, they have 4,000 instructors now. Like, but at the end of the day, the person who's watching your progress and has the most vested interest in you and your progress, and the person that's watching you move every day is your instructor. So the number one thing I would say is listen to your instructor. Okay, he knows the right path for you, and he's going to write it up for you. Then you need to be patient. You need to have patience. Okay, like I said, this isn't going to happen for you in like 2 or 3 months. It's going to take a while, and I hope you understand that. Most people join a school and then quit in a couple of months because they get frustrated. You have to get yourself through that frustration. Part of the process is like, trying to make your mind stronger, and as your mind gets stronger, you're going to start to learn things, and like you're going to get better physically. Okay, you just cannot quit. That's something in my school that we really focus on. Like I love to use the phrase, "How do you know what you can achieve if you quit?" You will get better. Like if you're with a good program, you're not in one of these schools where it's like I don't want to like badmouth any other martial art, but like let's just say another martial art who has a jiu-jitsu program. Okay, most of the time those programs are not like they're not very good programs, okay? The person teaching them is not qualified to be teaching them. Like I said, please do your research and find the right school. But you also want to find, good training partners. The advice I give to most people, when they go and visit a school, watch the upper belts. If the upper belts treat themselves with class and dignity, most of the time that's a very good school. If you walk into a school and all the upper belts are acting like jerks or like being mean to people and stuff, most of the time that's how the room is going to be that you're training in. That's how the training facility and the training room is going to be. That's not a place you want to train. But you need to have patience. When you get to the part where you start rolling, okay, and training live, okay, the worst thing to do is focus on like, how many times you're being tapped and who you're tapping, okay? The most important thing is to keep adding things to your toolbox, okay? What I mean by that is you want to keep learning things. I suggest for people in the beginning to keep a book. The way I teach my guys to keep a book is we'll break it into things like, let's just say the mount from the top. And as you learn things, keep writing them down in your words, like something you'll be able to go back to in 6 months and read and know what you're talking about. Just don't write down everything that the teacher's saying, that your instructor's saying. Also then like mount from the bottom, like, mount escapes, like, sweeps, submissions, like stuff like that. And keep everything down, and you'll start to see like over a year. I still have a book that I started when I was a blue belt. It's an enormous binder now that every once in a while I'll just flip through, and and I see things that that I haven't worked on in, let's say, like 6 or 7 months, and like I'll, work them back into our program and stuff like that. So I think that's a great tool for helping people. Okay. You need to, strive for progress, not perfection. Too often we're disappointed when we fail. Okay. And, we're looking to do something perfect. Like, there's perfect is a very hard thing to reach. Okay, just strive for progress. Okay, if you just strive for progress, like, you'll always get there eventually. Like, you may not get there now, but you'll get there in the future. Okay, don't rely on like excuses. Okay, most people, when they start to fail, they start looking for excuses. You want to find a school that has a no excuses policy, and most of the good ones have that. Everything's going to click for you. Everything's going to click for you eventually. Like, another thing I would definitely recommend is when you start actually, like, finding some progress in rolling. Okay, start to work on things that you're weak. This goes more towards when you're getting close to your blue belt. Okay, start focusing on where you're weak. Like, you don't want to be just one of these guys who only passes guard or only plays the guard. You want to be well rounded. Okay, so like if you're playing the guard all the time, try to work from the top. And if you're a guy, one of these big strong wrestlers who only wants to play the top and doesn't believe in the guard in the beginning, you're only hurting yourself. Okay, eventually that will catch up to you. So reward yourself. What I like to tell people is start from the bottom, get your sweep, and when you get your sweep, then you can play where you want to play. I say a lot. Like I said before, just strive for progress. If you continue to progress, you will eventually get better. Okay, and listen to your instructor. I hope this helps.